43 rounds? 43 rounds of Counter-Strike? 42 rounds of Counter-Strike? Where did we wind up?
I think 43, right? Am I crazy? I don't know.
21 to 20, 22, 20, 42 rounds.
42, yeah. So it was insane. It was a very long match, and it felt like we already talked about, the Party Astronauts made a lot of mistakes. But, I mean, you can make mistakes and still win rounds. Boss was ensuring that those mistakes would be very costly for the Party Astronauts. All that being said, it's now in the past. The Party Astronauts can be thankful they managed to pull it off, so they can look forward to Ancient, their map pick. Excuse me, the Boss's map pick, because Boss has only one strong map right now in their pool, and it is Ancient, even though they got a losing record on over the last 3 months, 5-8. And over on the Party Astronauts, they are 9-3 with a plus 36 round differential, so they're pretty happy to be here. But looks like a plant's already through.
Oh, very nice start. Very nice start. Freshy's got the Molotov as insurance policy as well. To avoid dying to Cxzi here. Or to rush up front. Holy calzone. Cxzi now wrapped upon. Big kill for PwnAlone. The Molotov has long since been deployed.
Fang.
They're in trouble. Fang down. Is there kit?
No.
That's the big question. Not available. They need the kills. They need the kills, and they've got the butt. Is there enough time?
I don't
No.
think there's time. No.
Panic
no.
on. Not gonna happen for this one. It will be the round for Boss.
Terrorists win.
What a shame for Rush. 4 kills in the round. The lack of a kit cost
Yeah,
them.
no. That was a really good recovery for the Party Astronauts. I mean, at the very least, you know, they get some money in their excuse me, some money in their back pockets. Extra $300. Well, more than that for Rush. Extra $1,200 for Rush. So he's able to buy off a Moss. But yeah, it is indeed quite a shame for the Party Astronauts. They weren't able to completely close that one out. A kit would have helped immensely. And again, like, it's something, a trend that is concerning, I would say, on my side, that teams on CD side are not buying kit in North America, at least in the matches we've been watching. Cxzi is going to get one. He gets traded out immediately by Cryptic. There's a FAMAS on the ground, but it might be out of reach. I'm not sure. No, it's not. It's still within reach, but Ben Leeds found an AK, which is even better.
Yeah, it is just a little bit better, isn't it? But look at the empty A site. All this space, all this real estate, and they're realizing in that window peek, yes, they didn't get killed, but what they did find was a lack of presence. They realize there's been a bit of tomfoolery here. Bomb to be planted. Retake going to be a tough prospect. They do have a kit this time. It's on shop. Keep an eye on it. Out of the donut they go. Funneling on in towards the site. Freshly behind big box. PwnAlone up top by the tree. Nice transfer. Nearly gets the second. Ben. Doesn't turn around. Freshy's here, but the bomb's been diffused right under their nose. They didn't realize it. The kid catches them off guard, and Chop even gets a couple more to make it expensive.
That one stings so much for Boss because they had full control. I guess they just didn't throw out all that chaos. Realize that Chop stuck the diffusal. Yeah, exactly. He just stuck the diffusal right into their noses in the smoke. And credit to Chop. He did not give up, did not release the E key as he was diffusing. And Boss, I mean, I don't know what happened there. I think the worst part about it is that he gets 2 frags afterwards and they lose their guns too. So they have to reinvest. They pretty much can't though because their money situation's bad. And Chop wins the round.
Unfortunate pause here. Hopefully not going to be a momentum stopper. But we can listen to some flute music, John.
Indeed.
Panpipes.
Ocarina of Time like music.
It's a vibe.
It is.
It's
I love it. It's one of my favorite additions to Ancient in CS2.
Well, hello there. Howdy, everybody. Hi. How are we doing? You get to look at our faces a little bit more. Don't really have a whole lot to analyze about this game so far. We are 2 rounds in, after all. This 3rd round's going to be spicy, one way or another. What do you make of it? What do you make of those first 2, John? Give me your in-depth analysis.
I think we're getting more chaotic rounds, Mike. I think that's going to be a trend that will continue from Overpass, where just you have no idea what's going to happen round after round. I mean, like, who would have guessed that a Ninja Diffuse, I mean, I don't know if we can call it that, but I guess, Diffuse in the smoke coming through there by Chop in a, what was it, 2v4 situation or 2v3, something along those lines. And just madness to tie it up at a 1-1 scoreline when it felt like Boss should have had the edge. Ignore the HUD, guys. There are 5 players there for Boss. It's just not going to show up for another round.
Yeah, no Fang for the moment. But I promise he does exist. He will be back. And he's not going to be on the minimap either, which is always the really trippy part. He's in elbow right now. We'll try and keep track of Fang Watch. Unfortunately, will be a moment before we can resolve this. Timely smoke. Minute 15 still on the clock. There's plenty of time here for Boss. But the longer the party astronauts can stall this out, the better for them. Fang in mid as the ghost smoke gets thrown. That's kind of fun to watch. And it does seem like they want to finish at B. Presumably Fang just trying to work some presence to see if he can get through towards mid. He'll be spotted from Donut if he does go forward. Here comes the hit. There comes the fight. Good trades. They're backing off. They realize this is the intention. And the big threat is from Cave now. Classia realizing that. Focused on. Ready for it. Flashbang to try and set that up. But Darty just wins the straight up fight. Shot fights forward. Somehow he stayed alive here. Chaos in the smoke, but Fang eventually does find that kill. Bomb down. 3 on 2. Oh, make that just a clutch attempt for Cxzi. 20 seconds to spare. They are going to plant this bomb. Fang's going to take cave control. The planet for CT. I've read the side that Cxzi's likely coming from. He doesn't want to give the audio cue by swapping to the rifle. That's a big problem. Now he can. Position revealed anyway, and he's going to back away. Doesn't fancy this.
Yeah, that was a good read, actually, by the party astronauts, winning the initial fight towards ramp and then falling back, but then they just got lost in their own kind of smokes and utility and couldn't figure out a way to rebuff Boss's push up. Boss only lose one more player, and that was Fang, I believe.
No, Fang's alive, I believe.
Oh, you could be right, actually. Sorry, the HUD's getting me all crossed up, but yeah, either way, just a really good job by Boss to rebuff the party astronauts and regain the space onto that site.
Indeed. Indeed, nicely done. And now this is a huge issue for the CT side, right? You won a defuse where it was a force buy and you didn't keep anybody alive. You force bought into the next round. You've now lost everybody bar everything. One. So there's one rifle making it through. It's a terrible situation to start your defense for party astronauts. The question is, do they force around this 1M4? The answer is yes. Let's see if they can pull it off with the 5.7s. It'll be a tough ask. Dooley's out for Ben as well. That's interesting. Don't often see the dualies against armored opponents. But he'll try. Why shoot one bullet when many bullet do trick?
No. Boss have a free pass towards the B site unless, okay, Cryptic and Darty get a couple. Cxzi does manage to get one back, but I think that's all that party astronauts are going to get. Looked like a moment that Cxzi could perhaps punish a little bit more. Rush sneaks up and walks into PwnAlone's crosshair, and that's going to be it. Yeah.
Rush was trying a little bit of something frisky. But as soon as he's spotted, it's not happening. Cxzi's desperately hoping to funnel this extra gun over to his teammate. It's a nice presence of mind, juggling the rifles. Hoping that they can take 2 out, and they will be afforded to. So it's not terrible. You've doubled up your rifles, but presumably going to be an eco around these in the next. So nicely done for Boss. They're off to the good start. This is their map pick. They're hoping for good things. We're going to make a series of this one.
I mean, important for Boss to get off to a good start on a map that, as I mentioned, historically, Cryptic is good on and likes to play with his squads. So we just need to see that, because over the last 3 months, it's been just loss after loss. In fact, over the last 6, I think it's 5 of the last 6 that have knock on their way. Just double checking that one. Yep, 5 of the last 6 losses, unfortunately, for the boss side. They're hoping that this will be one of the wins, so they can push it to map number 3. Which, if I'm being honest, Mike, I actually forgot what map number 3 is with all the chaos we've had on that first one.
Anubis.
Do you recall?
Anubis.
Anubis. Ooh, that's a good one. All right.
We get to it.
Yeah.
Still a lot of Counter-Strike to be played here. I mean, based on the last one, it's about another 20 rounds of Counter-Strike to be played here. Sorry, 40 rounds of Counter-Strike to be played here. We got Cxzi looking to make something happen, but the 2 rifles out for the price of 1. That's something that Boss will take. And with this controlling towards mid, it's done. No chance to impact it. Ben and Rush. I mean, try and get exits however you may. But good luck. Good luck with the USP and the 5.7.
Oh, there's a Zeus.
Yeah, retake Zeus is a tough one. Not really
I mean, just for exits.
Weapon.
For exits, Mike. For exits.
Mm. They jiggle the corner with the Zeus. He actually got the dink off the USP.
Yeah, he did.
Not bad.
Yeah. Maybe Rush can finish one off. No, they're not going in his direction. Oh, well. 5-7 save. That's $500. Something.
$500 they won't really need in this next round, but sure. It's a luxury.
I mean, it means a little more util for Rush, right? Although the Blast bonus has probably gotten pretty good right now for them.
Well, he's not going to live, so it won't matter. It's a moot point.
Okay, well, never mind.
No survival.
Oh, well.
That bomb is merciless. We're going to get a buy-in here. It's far from perfect. No op. FAMAS out. Limitations on the utility. We'll see if they wind up with a kit somewhere in here. This life has been pretty rough for the party astronauts. And indeed, nope. Oh, one kit. Shaw, make sure of it. Ever diligent, that shop. Nice nade.
Cryptic, yeah. Cryptic and Darty Montana getting hit by that nade. Cryptic looking for a fight here. Could find one shortly. Chop looks a little bit antsy. He's going to get tossed for Chop to peek, and Chop finds one, not the second. Great trade from Darty. And now they'll be able to potentially charge up and put some pressure on the B site. The bomb is still in their possession, but it is spotted up by Rush, and he gets the 2K pushing up from Cave. What a play from the newest addition to the party astronauts. And now Freshy and Fang don't have the bomb. They don't have the space, and they probably want to think about saving at this point, but they still have a lot of money, so maybe they can try for something.
Certainly. It's worth at least trying to take guns out of their hands, right? But there's no worse feeling than successfully taking a site on Ancient and the bombs on the other side of the map.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one. Still this is without risk. There's still 50 seconds. There's a lot of time here. Ben Lee, gone. Well, bye, Ben. Aid's committed to that. They can't give up this round now, and party astronauts going to be loath to give up any more guns. Money matters. Cash matters. They got to pinch pennies here. Got to do some creative accounting. It is tax season after all. Air burst on that Molotov makes life a lot easier. And actually with it, Boss are going to back away and save. They'll write off this round. Try and put that towards a future purchase.
Yeah, nice play from Rush, though. I mean, perfect timing on it, coming from Cave towards the B double doors, and spots out not only the bomb carrier, but his friend as well. And no more challenge from Boss. I mean, they do get one more to somewhat punish the economy of the party astronauts, which isn't that healthy, but, I mean, someone will be able to drop an M4 here, and then they'll be able to buy up another one if they need it, and they'll be okay. It's good to see the party astronauts, at least for their sake, getting on the board. Boss still can't discount their hot start. And they've got a lot of money to work with here, especially with the 2 guns that were saved over, so they're okay. Are they going to go for a straight hit here? Maybe simplify things? No. They throw the Molotov down ramp to stop PA, I guess, from pushing up. Or, excuse me, that was a T Molotov that they threw at the bottom of the ramp. Interesting decision. Chop doesn't care. He's going to charge up, maybe find an easy one. They're not even looking for him at all. He slipped on through. Darty's gone. Is a second one going to happen? Yes, it will. Chop finds two. Maybe the third? No. Finally goes down, but Rush has done work on the other side to get two of his own, and it's all up to PwnAlone in a 1v3. They line up. Oh, very close, but Ben Lee does end the round.
But they can't build up any bank. They can't build up any bank. It's just, it can't stay healthy. As a 4v1, they lose two more bodies. Oi, oi, oi. Good on Ben Lee to stem the bleeding. There's work still to be done here. Boss going for a half buy, but it's a pretty lethal half buy. 3 rifles behind it. There's some major danger here. Heavy emphasis on mid once again, and Boss is just walking out on towards A at the light site. There's no one here. Party astronauts are going to reroute to get it around, and it's going to work out. Ben Leet collects. They won't be able to deny this bomb plant, almost certainly. Although smoke pop certainly will try.
Oh, wow, they do it.
And there it is. Gonna need a resmoke. Gonna need the rest of your utility to try and get this one through. You want to be the guy who risks it? Oh, Cxzi's got the lineup. They know exactly the spot they want to plant on. And now when this smoke fades, PwnAlone's gonna be in for a world of hurt. Just too many crosshairs looking his way. This should be an unwinnable fight for him. Here comes the fade. His teammate's footsteps even drawing his vision away. And it's all on to Fang, who will be cut down. Talk about a healthy round. Talk about keeping bodies alive. Talk about a bomb denial as well.
And the economic foundation is built up for PA. Like you said, bomb denial hurts Boss even further, but because of the round victories they got in a row, they still have enough money to buy up into this round. It's going to be a little lighter than they would like, and they're going to call a timeout to talk things over and see how they want to deploy everything. But this is a nice recovery from the Party Astronauts after a very slow start to their CT side.
So Axe getting in their ears. Rallying them here. Because he knows this is the moment to punish. This is the moment before things get out of hand, to keep things tight, to keep things close. Looking at Boss's ancient stats, I'm actually a little bit curious.
Yeah, what about it?
Just about their half split. What do they do best? It's actually pretty even. It's a 52-48, and actually the 52, well, 51 more like, leans towards T side. So they would like to get the work done here. Again, gonna have this deep B main control. This has been consistent for Party Astronauts. Now, since they've had the util to do it, they know what they like, and what they like is map control. It's my map, and I want it now.
Yeah, this is very significant map control. Deep control in out of B and also down mid. So Boss, I mean, that nade won't do much damage, but still, it probably has Boss on notice, thinking, oh my goodness, how far up have they pushed? He's got the player out of cave, leaning into mid. He's got 2 angles he can cover, and they decide to fall back. Cxzi does get one, just deletes PwnAlone instantly and fades away afterwards. That is picture perfect. After getting the opener, utility is going to sail in towards the A site, and this is where the bomb is leaning for now.
They're
Maybe
rotating.
just wanted to grab it. Yeah, it looks like B is going to be their favorite direction.
Time's going to be a problem.
Rush is here.
Rush. He's got the first. He doesn't have to stick around on this. He can actually just back away. Darty's going to punish. Maybe should have yielded ground, but does he expect Chop in the angle as well? Sustained fight. Here comes Chop. Bomb drop down, and it is all good for the Party Astronauts.
Cxzi is looking absolutely incredible tonight. I mean, yesterday was a little rough for him overall. I think he had a better performance against Take Flight than up against Nouns, but he still is a player that does a lot of damage, regardless of whether he's getting the frags or not, especially on those entry attempts. But now, tonight, getting to use the AWP and looking quite sharp with it. Even with the rifle here in the early goings of Ancient, helping his team finally take a lead with a 3K towards mid. Throws that nade forward, perhaps expecting the big push to come through, and I think Boss wanted to, but I mean, there's just too much util. Now they have to back off and reset themselves. Bomb leaning towards those B double doors. That's Cryptic and PwnAlone. Or excuse me, Freshy and Cryptic. And 4 players grouped up now. One still hanging back. That's Fang. He's probably going to take some mid control after an initial attempt here towards B Mike.
Molotov's going to slow it down. They actually take it. I think they were close enough to hear this info. I'm not actually sure. What comes a little finicky. But there's that one smoke. That is the entirety of their utility into this round. Deployed. Out of cave they go. 2 kills down. Uh-oh. Ramp player gone. Party astronauts and the pistols. Name a more iconic duo. Good flashbang. Last is revealed. He'll find one. Looking for the second. He's got it as well. Needs support, though. And he's dropped Bentley with him, and this is over. Cxzi, frankly, needs to try and save, but he's going to give this a look. And he's being flanked out, so there is no path back. It's only forward. Into the fray. Into the fight. Into the action, boss. Here he goes. The flank draws ever closer, and the shots will meet the back of his head. A pistol round. A singular smoke. There weren't even flashes to push them off the angles. There was nothing working for them, and yet still boss find all the kills they need.
Pistols. The arch enemy of the party astronauts.
Bro, they need an exorcist.
They take you out of orbit.
Haunting them.
Honestly. Yeah, it's really quite something to see it happen, not only today, but yesterday as well. And it cost them against Downs. Even here against Boss. I mean, Boss are playing pretty well, to their credit. They're having a good pace of play on their eco rounds, but again, that one felt like it was the party astronauts had each piece they needed in order to deny that round victory. Freshie gonna plant the bomb this time. The spam will not connect, at least not enough to deny that.
Look at the lack of util. Look at the lack of kits. This should be a 5-on-5 save.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if ever there's a case for a 5-man save, this is it.
Just for the last round. Cxzi, though, not interested. He smells blood and he's ready for it. Now he's giving his team away back in. Cxzi was never going to allow that. Never going to afford that. They're trying to get the defuse, but it's a full 10-second. And here's the brawl. Do they realize the player's still stuck on? Oh, well, they kept him safe. There's the tap. There's the shot. And there's the execution from Fang. Saves their bacon. 6 now on the board. And Boss poised to take the lead.
Oh boy, Boss. Nicely done, Fang. The last one standing. It got close, right? I like the effort from the party astronauts. Cxzi saw an opportunity, and he was, like you said, he's not one to let those slip away. So he said, okay, well, maybe I can get past this smoke and find some information. He absolutely does. Creates chaos in the ranks for Boss, but they have enough. They keep their composure. The spam continues on towards the bomb plant position, which is luckily for Boss, because I think Rush was very close to finding that defusal. He doesn't. And then Fang is able to touch out the one Cryptic. Not going to get anything. Cxzi finds him, but the trade is good once more. Fang stepping up here in the last couple of rounds.
I'd like to point out for the moment that Ben Lead has a glass cannon XM. Can't say I've seen that very often.
No, that is exceptionally rare.
Okay, hold on. A double pistol swing here. Betting everything on this, and they're being whittled down. The Molotov comes out? Oh no, Freshie.
That was a weird decision.
Did he hear the player in Donut? He's heard them in Donut. This could get real weird. It's not the gun you want for the ranges, but if they overlook this, if they forget about it.
Mid-range XM crazy.
Hold on. Man. He's coming clearing. Oh, the XM strikes! Now he's mostly just going to stay alive as a threat. I could probably upgrade to Fang's rifle here. Oh, but the swing on out. PwnAlone's ready for this. Cxzi can close the distance. He's going to tap the bomb. He's actually just trying to stick it with no kit. Doesn't pull off PwnAlone. Calling his bluff. The spam around. He knows he's pulled off. It's all just about the timer. And a shot hit to send us to the break. A lead for Boss. We'll be back.
Nothing changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 Show me love, taking this pure heart of mine, high above, high above.
Back into the half. Boss on the lead. So they look to make this a 3-map series. They head to the CT side. Party Astronauts, their pistol woes continue. Just can't seem to win what should be the gimme rounds. Already. One found. Cryptic putting in more. This is looking very darn good for Boss as they've completely repelled the assault of the Party Astronauts.
Yeah, Chop and Classia having to completely reset here, and that doesn't even matter. Freshie catches them off from Red Room. The bomb is dropped. Chop has to come back and try to get it. Freshie looking for another dome, another scalp, and almost finally finishes off. Not a headshot, but the body shots are enough. Everyone surviving that pistol round for Boss. Could not be a better start to this second half, as they now look for a 9th, and Party Astronauts not getting that bomb plant means that they'll likely be on an eco.
Chugging along towards Anubis. Getting closer and closer. But as we saw in Overpass, no lead is safe. So we'll wait for the guns to come out. We're going to get some Glock shenanigans. Bentley's going to get some HE shenanigans. So far, so good. Fang's a little bit committed here. On the fade. 1, 2, 3. Nicely done. Nice bullet economy. And this one is over. We'll pop around the corner.
All right.
We'll pop of a shot. We got the 9-5 we were expecting. They keep it clean. Boss will have the bonus round. And here come the guns.
Yeah, very clean round there. Fang making it look easy on the Antico. Of course, it is just up against Glock, so kind of the expected result. I say that, but the Party Astronauts have struggled in those types of situations, even though usually not against Glocks, usually some upgraded pistols. But still. Party Astronauts, AKs, a good amount of util. Chance to strike in this second half. Look at the aggression from Boss. 2 players going into A main. PwnAlone walking out. Rush is not expecting this. Rush goes down. Trade is there. Good reaction from Classia. Even better on the follow-up on Fang. 4v3. They're trying to potentially charge into this A site, but the Molotov slows them down, and maybe it's better that they kind of second-guess themselves and explore more of the map, even though Boss does have a lot of control outside those B double doors, and A would, at this point, be a better hit. That's a big find.
It's not bad. Tell you that much. Opens up the entirety of mid, completely isolates these two remaining players. Freshie and Darty can't really work together here at all. They're site partners over on Overpass, but now they find themselves so very isolated, so alone. Darty wants to bridge the gap, so he's pushing the flank, but might be too little too late. They check the big box. Do they check the big box? Well, no, but to make up for it with some snappy reaction times. Bombs down, ticking away. Darty. AK at your feet. First one found. Rifle can be picked up, and he's away. Doesn't fancy his chances here.
Yeah, probably the right decision. I mean, not much brought into the round by Boss. And the Party Astronauts will get their 6th.
They start off the second half. It was the bonus round with the safe rifle. You're right. Should you be able to make it work? First round loss bonus might cause some limitations, but ultimately they'll be all right.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, at least the Party Astronauts have taken care of it when there was that bonus round on the cards. 3 AKs still standing for PA, so the buy-up won't be that bad, but there is one on the other side.
Optic stickers on it.
Oh, yeah?
That's got to be a nice moment for a young gun like Darty Montana, looking at it thinking, this guy won a major. This guy won an E-League.
It's been a while.
That doesn't matter, man. It's an honor very
It's always there,
few
yeah.
can claim.
It's true. No, you're not wrong. It's a very rare achievement.
Something for a young gun like Darty Montana to aspire to.
Absolutely. And he's had his moments where he's really shown like he's on a good path to potentially get there. And we can never forget that despite the struggles of Boss, they are indeed going to Pro League, which is a huge opportunity on a big stage for them to actually make some noise and make names for themselves even further. Freshie peeking around. That's a bad call, but Cryptic is right there to get the 2-man spray down, and Darty finds another. Although PA keeps fighting, they are really committed to this.
It's not done just yet. They know the Cryptic will have slipped in towards Cave. Molotov to allow them the chance to bomb plant, but that spam's good.
Wow,
Cryptic's got the lineups here. The Echo locates it now. Classia has all the work in the world to do, and the utility's faded. So he's got no cover for this. Isolating the fights. Great shot. Ooh, stellar shot here. Crosses to the bomb. Wants to play in 40 seconds. He's trying to suck PwnAlone forward, but as he clears the angle, well, as soon as his crosshair sweeps off, PwnAlone enters. Nearly put that together. Classia really making us believe, but it's not to be. Boss find double digits.
Yeah, Classia is really good in those situations. Unfortunately for him, the timing was good when he managed to get the bomb, because PwnAlone looked away for a moment because thought, I don't know, perhaps that there would be something behind him. I'm not even sure why he turned around, to be honest, because he knew Classia was up ahead. But either way, PwnAlone readjusts and is able to take care of business. Might have just been playing anti-clash, honestly. Pistols come out for the Party Astronauts. 3 P250s, the Glock, and the AK, the Hero AK. Rush gets one and then takes care of his teammate as well. So after all is said and done, tons of damage against the Party Astronauts. 3v3 here.
But, I mean, here's a path. They're getting towards it. A bomb plant would be a tremendous result. Bomb's down. It's ticking away. Considering what they brought in here, this is already successful. Can they go further? Can they take this any further? This would be massive. PwnAlone clears it up. 1 HP rush. Desperately trying to pre-fire. 1 bullet away from death. Can't even get hit with a flashbang. Or he's got even hits the dank. But it is going to be the defuse. It is going to be 11 on the board for Boss. They are hurtling towards a conclusion. Hurtling towards a third map.
This is something else for Boss. They must have gained a ton of confidence on Overpass, right? Having pushed it to triple or Did we get to triple overtime? Yeah, we
Triple
did.
overtime, yes, sir.
Jeez, man, I'm so lost after that map. Anyway, they pushed the triple overtime, and it was impressive. And that's the type of stuff you need, especially like the more rounds you can get under your belt playing with Bang, the better. And they got almost 2 maps of overpass, which helps going into this one on Ancient, a map that, as I mentioned, Cryptic likes to play on this map, likes to call on this map. And we're seeing Boss really cruising along. One more round victory, they'll have 6 map points. One more round victory here, I should say. And, well, I mean, Party Astronauts do have the full loss bonus kicking in. But they need rounds right now. This is a critical one for them to find.
PwnAlone's in such an island. It's the AWP pushed up in A main. You don't see this very often. A little claustrophobic to swing the big green. And if they actually went through Donut as well, it's a tough position for the retake. That's not going to be a question, though. Look at this. They've sucked everybody in to re-clear mid. And unfortunately for them, it means that there's no one on B. So they've just spotted 3. Party Astronauts need to just funnel. They need to just hit the gas. And they're going to do so. Smokes are down. They just got to go, 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 go. They don't need to be waiting for these flashes. There's no one here to defend. They know this. Bomb going to be down. Spam not on, at least for the moment. Bomb now ticking away. 4-on-4 on the retake. This is a very different ballgame. Boost up over! Cxzi misses the chance to punish. There's no flank, though. They're all coming from the same direction. There's an HE from PwnAlone. That'll get here eventually. Should be able to take anyone out of the server, but could do damage for sure. Not much out of it. Chop! Clearing heads from shoulders. And they're running out of time. They're running out of chances. It's all about the spam. Fang's gone safe, but the jump around, it is enough just in the nick of time there for Bentley.
Oh my goodness. That is insane. I love that boost over the smoke. Such a good idea. It results in a frag that gives Boss the edge going for the retake. But Chop, I mean, the unsung hero oftentimes gets a 2K for his team to bring them right back into that one. And afterwards, Ben Lee charging through the smoke. It looked scary for a moment. Thought Fang might have had enough time, but not to be. Ben Lee swings around him, and that stuck defusal ends up costing the Boss squad. So they don't clinch overtime just yet. No 12th round found. Yup. Gets one onto PwnAlone. This is just USPs, but we've seen the struggles for Party Astronauts. Why are you pulling out utility in that situation? He's lucky that Rush is right there. Cxzi gets a nade frag. Rush will fall, but that will be that. They always scare me on the anti-ecos, Mike. It never fails.
They just got to put the fear into you, John.
Yeah, I guess so.
They just got to put the fear of God into you. Rifles back up for Boss. No op for PwnAlone. Keep an eye on that. Without the big green, yes, Party Astronauts. Well, they fancy themselves a little bit more overtime, perhaps. Well, late resurgence here. They know what it's like to see an advantage slip away. They want to share the feeling with Boss.
Oh,
Nice play through the smoke. What on earth? Bang doesn't believe his eyes, and Ben Leach is cleared out mid. He's just won half the map.
I need to
This is
point
a
out,
disaster.
Mike, I need to point out, Cxzi, what a beautiful flashbang again to support Ben in that push. I mean, he has been incredible for this squad in support on the back lines, setting up the plays, and also making them himself.
Get this man a team.
Please.
Get this man a team. Blow him down. He'll flash for you. He'll kill them. He'll do whatever you need. Bomb's taken away. And they're saving. Boss are backing off. I mean, it's just FAMI. They don't have any money going forward. It's the right call, but this is going to creep ever closer to a tie game. Just 2 rounds. Presumably not going to have much to put around these FAMASs in the next.
Oh, Chop could take them out.
They may not have the rifles at all. They stack up.
Oh, it runs out of bullets.
Runs out of bullets. That's a little awkward. Alrighty, he can get the upgrade. He will not get the upgrade. Just trying to keep what he's got. He's burning.
I think he's just too wary of like someone being close by. He doesn't want to lose what he already has.
Yeah, I mean, it's also the fact that he knows it would need to be reloaded, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man ran out of bullets. Can't be doing that. So
And you give an audio
one rifle lives. One kit lives. One set of armor lives. But they're not really going to be able to put anything around this here, John.
No. It's just the FAMAS. And a Deagle that Fang purchases up because he can stay above
Zeus.
the 2K mark.
Freshy's got a Zeus.
There is a Zeus hiding behind that minus $200 sign. There it is.
In towards A main. He takes contact, distracts from the Zeus. That's the real play. He's actually trying to bait them into Freshy.
Freshy's
incredible.
not letting him. He seems like Freshy wants to take a fight rather than go for the Zeus.
Understandable. But they're actually all waiting. That was Dink. That was Dink on.
Oh, no.
Glacia dead to a USP. Pistols,
no.
the pistols,
Oh, no.
the pistols, John. Not like this. And I'm sure that thought's entering Party Astronauts in mind right now. How could we let this happen again?
And
Surely we can't let this happen again.
The worst part is PwnAlone got an AK out of that. So now the defense on the A side is even stronger.
That was a P2K. A P2K. An isolated player in towards mid. And at this point, you got 2 rifles. You got Darty Montana in mid. You got PwnAlone on the site. Got an extra D here in Donut. Smokes are coming through. This is nice and telegraphed. They know exactly what's coming. They know exactly where it's coming. And lead deleted. PwnAlone quick on that trigger. Teammates to support. They know they've got the bunched up in Donut. Smoke gonna go down, but you're desperately trying to smoke off against a pistol round. Chop now low. They're panicking. They're shaking in their shoes.
Cryptic might be able to grab a rifle or at least get a flank here.
Oh, look at this. They're clearing in. They're clearing in. Cryptic gets the blindside shot. All on Rush. They know where he is. They got the pinch. And Cryptic's got the shots. And it's pistols again. The saved rifle didn't even do anything, John.
I am so sad for a Party Astronauts. Like, that is just so bad. And that, I think that's the worst one they've lost, right? Because it was upgraded pistol before. This time just the P2K, some USPs coming through. Nothing was invested into that round by Boss, aside from, well, having that saved from us that was brought over from the previous round. And it, like you said, didn't even have an impact. That's a round that Party Astronauts should be winning, I would say, like, I want to say 9 out of 10 times, but even more than that, like 9.9 out of 10 times. It's not something you should be losing, and unfortunately for them, they're in their own heads or something in those rounds. I just don't get it.
It's after the first kill comes in.
Yeah,
after the first kill comes in, you could just see them tense up.
Yeah.
They're so wary of giving up. They're playing weird. Why are there 3 players sitting outside of A main?
Yep.
It's unusual. They're panicking.
That's
and
the
now,
map, probably.
The map might just be gone. 5v3. Chop looks to recover. Find it here. The boost up in Chop. Deleted. Rush with him. It all falls to Glacia. And he can do nothing to hold Ancient in their grasp. This map slips away. Boss, take us to the 3rd. Take us to Anubis. Off the back of pistols, John. Pistols.
I mean, yeah, twice. Twice again. They do it against the Party Astronauts here on Ancient, and it stinks.